Well, here we are, second to last day of the month of January already, reminding us that it indeed is just that time. The weather making a big change. A lot of cancellations already starting to take place. A lot more expected tomorrow. We have a really powerful, strong Arctic front. Millions of Americans, tens of millions of Americans in parts of the United States are going to be under the gun. Some certainly seeing much more out of this winter hit than we. However, specifically talking about the viewing area, we do have a winter weather advisory going into effect at midnight tonight and lasting till about 1 o'clock tomorrow. We'll take a look at all of that moisture in its frozen form right now, which is still well off to the west and south of Kentucky, but is on its way. And I'll give you the latest information from the National Weather Service in just a few moments. And among other things, some very important announcements. I do just want to quickly say, apologies really quickly. Just getting behind the desk, I've actually had technicians here out of Louisville working on some equipment that is just now back up and running. Very glad to say, had us consumed throughout the entire day. Gremlins we were fighting last week, and maybe unbeknownst to you, but nevertheless, it's been a productive day, at least on that front. So just getting straight to the most important of headlines that I have for you this evening, and then we'll pick up tomorrow and cover anything that we missed. I have to, before we go any further, however, go back to this past Friday night's show. I ran a report. It was an investigation by Sagersville police officer Neil Adams, who had made 2 shoplifting-related arrests. Substantial, given the amount of the merchandise that was taken from a local Sagersville business, as all have to fight shoplifting far too often, and eating into their bottom line, certainly. And on the program, a complete mix-up with one of those 2 individuals involved. Arrest citations for another individual actually made it into that story, and I need to make a clarification as of right now before we go any further. The correct story should have included the names of Jeff Marshall and Virginia Gamble. City Police Officer Neil Adams had opened up an investigation on Monday of last week after he got a call from VIP Fuels in regards to Marshall allegedly taking merchandise from the counter without paying, merchandise worth over $322, largely centered around products dealing with vapes and vaping. After Marshall and Gamble reportedly left the place of business on that day, the employee noticed that some items were missing, and then they followed up the next day when they were able to review security surveillance video. And according to Adams, what it appeared as though on the video was that Gamble appeared to have distracted the clerk for a significant amount of time, enough time for Marshall to reach around behind the display case on more than one occasion and fill his pockets full of items that they estimated, again, according to the video, totaled over $322. Officer Adams received, or obtained rather, an arrest warrant in both of their names, and both were lodged in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center on theft by unlawful taking, shoplifting for the alleged crimes, which is still part of an ongoing investigation. The clarification that I need to make to that report is that on Friday night's program, I had that female listed as Sandra Stevens, and she has nothing to do with that report in any form or fashion. Arrest citations that had come to me had gotten just simply crossed, and I did not catch it, and that's all on myself. So with that said, I wanted to once again, as I did Friday and on a couple of other occasions, apologize to Sandra for that. Her information was in no way, shape, or form related to the shoplifting case whatsoever and should not have been included on the program, and I again wish to thank her for her understanding. With that said, we have a lot to talk about weather-wise, and we'll get you caught up to date on the Hornet basketball and the like, and still a lot of other news to come. Before I go to the break, however, tragedy striking in Floyd County this morning. Still yet to be known are the identities of the 2 people who died, but it was a double fatality crash that happened this morning, and we're waiting to hear more, but it involved a number of children in one family, I believe, and 2 county employees. It happened on Kentucky 1428. It was early this morning. We know that Floyd County Judge Executive Robbie Williams actually issued a statement earlier today after it was a county truck that was involved in, as well as a passenger car. That truck was believed to have been struck by the passenger car, which hydroplaned on slick roads and then came into the truck's path of travel. We know that as well, 2 county employees were involved. You had the operator of the county truck as well. The driver, the female driver of the passenger car, also a county employee. And we know that there were 2 fatalities involved. We believe both of those to be in the passenger car. We know that it was the mother, the county employee, as well as twins, teenagers, and an infant that was also inside that vehicle. Again, the identities of those which were killed in that crash have not been released as of airtime. And we know that one was pronounced dead on the scene, the other at an area hospital. One individual said to have been trapped in the car for some time as well. I'll be right back.
At Golden Law Office, our attorneys previously represented the nation's largest insurance and trucking companies, handling cases involving serious personal injury and death. We know their strategies, how they will defend the case, and what factors drive large settlements. The attorneys at Golden Law Office can use this inside knowledge to ensure your case is handled effectively and aggressively. Hiring Golden Law Office provides you with a strategic advantage. Call Golden Law Office today.
The reassurance of getting your medications and over-the-counter needs at Sagersville's oldest and most trusted pharmacy. The convenience of curbside pickup and call-ahead service. And the fact that you can walk in, order to go, or sit down and get gourmet quality hot fudge brownies, nachos, shakes, coffees, hot dogs with homemade sauce, desserts, and more makes it more than your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy. It's a destination in downtown Sagersville, Frazier's Prater Drugstore. It doesn't get any sweeter than that. Ratliff & Ratliff Family Dentistry, locally and family owned since 1969, is now proudly providing treatment for headaches, jaw and muscle pain. They offer trigger point therapy along with Botox to effectively treat and reduce symptoms of TMJ pain. And Dr. Beth Ann, member of the American Academy of Facial Aesthetics, also offers Botox therapy and dermal fillers for all of your cosmetic needs. Call 349-2812 to schedule an appointment and allow their highly trained and friendly staff to take care of all your dental and cosmetic needs. Banking from home or on the go has never been easier and will forever be an important and necessary part of life. And Sagersville National has been and will always be at the forefront of meeting and exceeding your financial needs and giving you the safest and most worry-free online and mobile banking so you can worry about the important things, like what's for dinner. They're there when you need them at the main and branch locations of the Sagersville National Bank. We've got to take some time to talk about your weather right now. Let me just take a few moments to talk about a birthday and more on tonight's community calendar. Tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau community calendar, of course. Happy birthday to Pearl Lynn McCarty. Love your granddaughters, Haley McCarty and Whitney Cantrell, and Stephen Bloomfield as well. Happy birthday to Pearl Lynn McCarty. Happy birthday to you. I had the following announcement on last week, and I goofed a little on this one. It's actually a week from this Saturday. Most of the time, the weekends, if you say Saturday the 4th, well, there's usually not 2 Saturday the 4ths in a row, and that'll kind of be a trigger to, me getting something wrong. But February the 4th and March the 4th are both on Saturdays, and movie night for the Special Olympics is Saturday, March the 4th. I think I had that wrong. My apologies. The McGoffin County Special Olympics is inviting every one of their special friends to come and enjoy them for a free movie and learn about joining their team. Sign-ups will be at 6 that night, and the movie starts at 7 at the Lloyd M. Hall Community Center. Looks to be a fun time. Water into Wine Food Pantry has its first regular commodity day of February. This February the 1st, which is day after tomorrow, and the other will be on the 15th, 9 to 11, both days. Their senior commodity day will be on the 16th. That will be on a Thursday, and they want to remind everyone that those on the waiting list will start to be served at 10 o'clock. So if you are getting yours, you need to come and try to make sure you're there with plenty of time to spare. McGoffin County Special Olympics, again, wants you. Contact Paul Montgomery or Keisha Swords if you would like to find out more. And that goes for adults, not just student-athletes to participate, but for adults who would like to be a part of this awesome organization. And it really is awesome. And it's absolutely 100% always Always free, everything about it. So this is a community calendar. That includes birthdays and our anniversaries. Remember, we love to print birthdays, anniversaries, birth announcements, wedding announcements in the Sayersville Independent, but don't send those to me. Send those to there at the bottom of your screen, Heather at SayersvilleIndependent.com. Nightly funeral services provided by our friends and family at the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Danny Dwayne Collins, Reverend Danny Dwayne Collins, 68, of Sayersville, passed away on Friday in Paintsville, the son of the late James and Sally Prater Collins. He's survived by his wife, Patsy, son Danny Jr., daughter Patricia Tackett, brother Charles Collins, two sisters, Rita Collins and Geraldine Bailey, and services in his honor were held earlier today. Services start in the morning at 11 for 66-year-old Ricky Edward Marshall of Prater Sub Road. He passed away Friday at the Pikeville Medical Center, the son of the late Carl and Ruby Allen Marshall, along with his parents. Sons Dustin Edward Marshall and Chad Edward also preceded him in death. He's survived by son Brandon Marshall, sister Kathy Trimble, granddaughters Kinsley Ryan and Riley McKenna. Click. And funeral services in his honor start again tomorrow morning at 11 from the Sayersville Funeral Home. Roger Austin Ferguson, 26, of Sayersville, passed away Friday in Winchester, the son of Benjamin Ferguson and Joyce Joseph. He's survived by his parents as well as his wife, Crystal Rose Ferguson, son Brantley, stepchildren Alyssa Waldron and Jared McVoy, brothers John Joseph, Benji Ferguson, Jasper Ferguson, and sisters Lori Ferguson, Sally Ferguson, Catherine Ferguson, and Jasmine Ferguson. Services in his honor start tomorrow at 3 o'clock from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Visitation is this evening. Someone dies in the U.S. every 7 minutes from an overdose, and over half of the population gets or takes pills from a friend or relative. And about 46 million and counting are exposed to narcotics in their drinking water. So don't toss them, flush them, or leave them lying around. Safely dispose of your unneeded meds anytime at Parkway Pharmacy,
where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you all the ways you could ever need to tell your heart of hearts Happy Valentine's Day at the Seasonal Shop, with candies that are more than just sweet, and pins and necklaces, earrings, and bracelets to go with all of these lovely designs in pinks and reds. And absolutely something for him too, something super cool from Ridge and Holler, for example. There's a perfect brewmate for whatever beverage you're enjoying at work or play, and more, and only at the Seasonal Shop in downtown Sayersville. Happy Valentine's Day. Don't let Mother Nature be the one to remind you about your tires. Stop by Conley Tire and let them make sure that you're safe in getting from A to B. Tires, wheels, oil changes, brake repair, and maintenance. And be sure to click on ConleyTire.net for all the latest offers with 6 months no interest payments at Conley Tire or ConleyTire.net.
I'm Bill Tinker. I've spent the past 19 years defending insurance companies in car crashes, truck crashes, and slip and falls. Are you involved in a case like that? Is the insurance company giving you the runaround about your medical bills, your benefits, or your lost wages? Contact me at McFarland Tinker Law Office. With our combined experience of over 58 years, we're here ready to work for you.
Hello, I'm Dr. Cheryl Stalder-Cheney, podiatrist currently located in Sayersville, Kentucky. I've been servicing patients within Eastern Kentucky for the past 20 years.
Our feet are the foundation for everything we do, and whether you're suffering from fractures or injuries, need custom orthotics, diabetic foot care, sports medicine, heel pain, wound care, or anything else foot related, relief is just one step away.
Welcome to Hope Family Podiatry Center, where we take care of all of your podiatric needs.
Located on the Parkway next to Hope Pediatrics.
Bring your own device to Appalachian Wireless and get up to $300 in bill credits. If you're looking to switch to the Big Blue Appalachian Wireless Network, there's no better time than right now. Up to $300 in bill credits are possible if you own your own device. Go into an Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us on the web to learn more and to see the new phones and plans available at Appalachian Wireless. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Full terms apply. Full terms on AppalachianWireless.com/BYOD.
Next, let's take a quick check-in on all of our viewing area high school basketball teams, starting with the Hornets. The boys were on the road at Belfry Saturday and a win by 3, 62-59. This was after a 49-42 win over Belfry here at the home of the Hornets back on the 9th of January. They are hosting Paintsville in a big district matchup Tuesday night here at home. It's going to be a fun night. Then Thursday, they're hosting Valley, and then Friday, they're hosting Martin County. We've got a lot coming up, a lot of home games here right at the end of the season for the boys, who are right now 11-9. Lady Hornets a win over East Ridge on the road Saturday, 49-42, and that puts the ladies here on the road. Next up, Tuesday night at Jenkins. They will be at home this Wednesday night hosting Martin County. It's 4th win for the Lady Hornets. Good job, girls. And for Golden Eagle basketball, a loss. They have not had any games since my last update for you last week. So 61-87 against Boyd County. That was this past Tuesday night. And they're waiting right now to take on Pikeville. Tip-off set for 7:30 at Pikeville. Golden Eagles right now at 10-11. They're in a 57th district run of 1 win and 2 losses right now. Lady Golden Eagle action also same. No games since their last update. They hosted the girls from Martin County last week, and that score was 46-66. That was on Wednesday night. They are hosting Floyd Central tomorrow night at 7:30. Lady Golden Eagles right now on a 16-5 run and a 3-1 run in the 57th. Paintsville and the Tigers Saturday night, a home game, hosted Lewis County, a win, 71-53. They're at 9-11 right now in the season. They are, however, 0-4 in 57th district play. They will have a district game coming up, as I said a minute ago, Tuesday of this week, tomorrow night, here at Magoffin County. So that will be a fun one. Tigers and Magoffin here tomorrow night, 7:30 tip-off. Lady Tiger basketball is next. A 90-59 win over Phelps at home for the Tigers on Saturday. They are hosting Raceland tonight. The Lady Tigers on a 13-5 roll right now. They're even Steven in 57th district standings at 3 wins and 3 losses. They've got 2 more home games in a row. Now, checking in on the Bulldogs real quickly. 74-33 over Ligon. That's Ligon. It's a Kentucky homeschool, I believe, from what I understand. And that was a win, 74-53, following a loss the night before on Friday to Prestonsburg, 66-72. 14-10 right now for the Bulldogs in their district. They're right now running 3-2, while the Lady Bulldogs are undefeated in the 58th district and on a 17-4 tear this season. They have now won their last 5 in a row, only dropped 4 games this year. They had a district win Friday at Prestonsburg. That's 67-31 you're looking at. They are hosting Pikeville tomorrow night at 6. A lot of cancellations, like I said, prefacing the program, already coming in, and I suspect many tomorrow. It's just going to take a little bit of ice to cause a lot of travel issues. We'll talk about the ice in more detail in just a few seconds. One of those cancellations, the pop-up date for driver's licenses that was scheduled for tomorrow here in Magoffin County, has been reset for next Tuesday, February the 7th. If you have an appointment, it's the same appointment times, but due to the weather coming, they have moved it up a week. You can call Tanya Ward's office at 349-2215 if you have any questions. Essentially the same appointment. Whoever had one will already have just a week from tomorrow due to the incoming weather. From Texas to us and beyond, a lot of folks are going to get on some of the action. It just depends on where you are as to how much you might see for us, fortunately, on the lighter side of things. But again, doesn't take a whole lot to really cause some issues. A winter weather advisory in effect for us starting at midnight tonight. It is set to expire tomorrow at 1. As we are, as you can see a little bit closer there, expecting to see a wintry mix of everything from rain, freezing rain, sleet, and some snow. Total sleet and snow accumulations of less than an inch and less than 1/10 of an inch of ice is expected, but the morning commute could be very dicey and dangerous tomorrow, so certainly keep your eye on this as it rolls through. We've got a major Arctic front, and it's going to really wreak some havoc, and it's going to be here for a few days. At least the effects of it will. Tonight, 30 degrees is where we're going to fall. North wind 6 to 8 miles per hour. As you see, about an 80% chance of rain before 2 a.m., then rain and sleet thereafter. Total nighttime sleet accumulation of less than a half an inch, but that is, on the higher side, that could be bad. Rain, freezing rain and sleet in the morning before 11, then freezing rain thereafter. We'll see an 80% chance of of precipitation tomorrow. New ice accumulation of less than a tenth of an inch. New sleet of less than a half an inch. So we're talking about the potential for a lot of sleet, which is, not, I don't want to say not as dangerous, but you understand where I'm going with that, correct? Freezing rain and black ice and all of that is there's just not much you can do with it. 35 tomorrow, 27 tomorrow night. We still have another shot at freezing rain and a little bit of snow late tomorrow night to the tune of 40%, a low of 27. And then Wednesday, whatever we see during the overnight, will stick around for a little while because we have still a slight chance of some freezing rain up until about 7 Wednesday morning. Daytime highs 38 and 28. And then by Wednesday night, maybe another little chance of freezing rain. Thursday, some AM freezing rain, finally changing to rain as we hit 44 degrees, but nighttime lows will be in the low 20s by Thursday night, but the moisture should be gone by then. A dicey few days ahead of us. Everyone keep that in mind if you're out and about whatsoever. Again, Friday dry, 35, mostly sunny, and your weekend right now, almost as far away as it can be. 42, mostly sunny for the first half. Sunday, warmer still, hitting 51, mostly cloudy. A blip of a chance of showers right now, a 20% chance and a narrow window, 51 and breezy. Nighttime lows around 30. We might not even see any showers on your Sunday as of right now, but we'll leave it in the forecast just to cover our bases. And then back to mostly sunny skies and 47 degrees on Monday, this time next week. Take tonight's forecast very serious. It doesn't take much, but a half an inch of sleet and a tenth of an inch of ice, well, that can be a lot. Hopefully everything will be working right tomorrow. We won't spend an entire day like we did today trying to make some repairs. Maybe I just jinxed myself like that. Regardless, I'll see you back here tomorrow night. Thank you for watching.